Hello and good morning, Jags, and welcome back to this week's episode of Jag News. I'm Bobby Evans.
And I'm Jack Caldwell. Today is October 7, 2022, and oh boy, do we have a lot of good videos to show you. So thank you for tuning in, and let's get right started.
Exciting. Looking forward, this upcoming Monday we aren't going to have school, as it is Indigenous Peoples Day, where we celebrate the past and present Native Americans in the United States.
This is the second year anniversary of this holiday, which replaced Columbus Day in 2021.
Looking into the future, we have weather with Quinn Duncan.
So Duncan, what sort of weather do we have in store for the long weekend?
Well guys, it's going to be a warm weekend in Windham. On Friday, we have a high of 75 and a low of 40, so it will be perfect for going out and about and having fun fall activities. On Saturday, it's going to be a little bit chillier. We have a high of 57 and a low of 40. And then Sunday, it's going to be a high of 60, a low of 40, still sunny, no clouds yet. Come Monday, the last day of the long weekend, it's going to be 60 and sunny, which is perfect for getting outside, apple picking, things like that. Tuesday, our first day back at school, it's going to be partly cloudy, a high of 61, but it will be chillier in the morning, about 42 when we are coming to school. So make sure to bring hoodies and have a great week.
If you like to argue or prove that you are right, then Windham Debate Club is for you.
The club is in its early stages, but plans are in the works for debates on controversial topics and other prevalent items of newsworthiness.
The club meets in G121 on the first and third Monday of every month. Please see Junior Camila Giraldo or Miss Smith for more information.
It's that time of the year when seniors start their college applications. Senior Kaylee LaFave has our story.
It's coming to that time of the year when seniors are looking for colleges and applying. Today I'm going to be interviewing several students and a faculty member about the application process and where people are applying to for college this year. How does the college application process go for Windham High School students?
Well, it's very exciting, but it is a multi-step process with a lot of moving parts, as I'm sure you know as a senior. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is get yourself set up on Common Application, because that's where most of the schools that students are applying to are going to be. Now, if you're applying to a trade school or like a cosmetology school, you're not going to find them on there, but we can certainly help you with that application. The next thing you're going to want to do is set up your account with Naviance. So you want to match Naviance and your Common Application account, and your counselor can help you do all of those things. The last thing is knowing if you need your test score sent anywhere, which you'll do typically through College Board, as most of our students take the SATs.
Thank you. How are people accepted into college through the Common App?
So they'll hear directly from the university or college that they apply to. So when you submit your application through Common App, the schools will start reaching out to you through the email that's attached to there. So you'll start hearing from the individual schools and not necessarily through Common Application.
All right, thank you very much for the interview. I hope you have a great day.
Thanks, you too. Good luck, seniors.
Currently, I'm looking into like microbiology, maybe biomedical, marine biology, that kind of thing.
And Nora, what are you looking at majoring in?
I'm looking into environmental sciences, anything that has to do with conservation work. I'm looking into UMaine. They have a really good like biology program. Also, as well as UNH has some pretty good like marine biology stuff there as well. And I am looking at SNU online is a very viable option for me because it's way cheaper and it's flexible around. I need to be able to work and I need to be able to travel a lot and move around. So an online college is really beneficial for me, along with SNU being one of the highest rated online colleges in America.
Thank you for joining me today. I hope this gets you thinking about where you want to go to college.
Senior Ariella Turnick shaped her love of sewing with us. So let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Ariella Tunick. I'm a senior, and I'm going to be showing you a couple segments on how I get ready to sew my homecoming dress. It definitely takes a lot of practice. I've made so many things that were so bad that they weren't even wearable, and I just had to throw them out. I've been sewing with my grandma since I was really little. and she taught me how to make skirts and simple stuff like that. But I just recently got into sewing some more stuff last year when I took a sewing class at the school. I was sewing pajama pants, shorts, and I even made a dress last year at the end of the year. I'm still not even perfect at it, but I'm getting better, and I'm gonna try to make my homecoming dress for this year, so yeah. So here I have all my sewing stuff set up in my basement on this little shelf, including I have some extra fabrics down at the bottom, some old clothes that I plan to upcycle. I have all these different color threads that were given to me by a friend who didn't use them anymore, and I have some zippers in case I want to make anything with a zip in the back or on the side, and they're also all different colors. This is my sewing machine that I got last year for Christmas. It's a newer model of the sewing machine, so it's a little bit easier to use, and I usually move it somewhere else so that I can use it easier, and I'll just put it up on a table in front of my TV. I also have some books that help me with my inspiration for what I want to sew. For example, I have this book which is Fashion Through the Decades, and here's an example, and it goes as early as 1915 all the way to 2015. And then I have these two which give me tips on how to sew designs onto my clothes. For example, it shows me how to make a neckline or how to do cuffs on sleeves, and just little details like that that make the piece more unique. I also have all of these fabric templates which basically give you a step-by-step on how to sew things, and I have a lot. I have how to make sweaters, pajama sets, and dresses. Those templates are really helpful, especially if it's your first time sewing something, but I often like to just kind of wing it with what I make and see where it ends up. And then last but not least, on my sewing shelf, I have this little cute basket that opens up like this, and it has everything I need for sewing in it, like my tape measure, my pins, safety pins, elastic, and buttons. This is the fabric I'm going to be using to make my dress. And it's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's like a brownish maroon color, and there's gold speckles in it. I got 1.5 yards of this from Joann's Fabrics in Salem, and it was 60% off. So that's all I have for now because I'm not going to start making my dress until next week. But that's basically everything that I use when I sew, and I'm excited that I get to share my journey making this dress.
It's time for a public service announcement. After the break, things get a little spooky before Halloween, and Joe Murphy takes us into the Facts Kitchen.
Stay tuned for this installment of Cooking with Joe.
I'll be here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side. By your side. And every day is a different day. Everything isn't everything. Even when you think things can never ever be the same. Don't be scared of the world, I'll be here to stay. By your side. Even when your heart ain't listening, or your mind takes you a different way, towards a different path. All you gotta do is sit and ask. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
When the adults in a child's life talk early and often about the dangers of underage drinking, the message gets stronger every time.
I'll be by your side.
Talk. They hear you.
It is never too early to buy your 2023 yearbooks. Next year's yearbooks are already on sale for the early bird price of only $77.
There are also extra yearbooks available for the past 4 years, so if you don't get yours, you still can. Purchase your 2023 yearbooks and you will be eligible to buy a previous yearbook for the low, low price of $25. While supplies last, of course. This deal won't last long. See Mrs. Crimmin in G101 for more information.
Remember, the price of the yearbooks go up soon, so get yours now.
Another series we are excited to announce the return of here at the Jaguar Network is Great Games with Jaguar veteran Aiden Flackney. This week, Aiden is reviewing the original Roller Coaster Tycoon game by Chris Sawyer.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another installment of Great Games. Today we will be looking at Chris Sawyer's 1999 classic. Roller Coaster Tycoon has been a cornerstone of the simulation genre for over 2 decades, having fostered an enthusiastic community still teeming with vibrant discourse in 2022. Of course, this made me wonder, why is Roller Coaster Tycoon such a great game? How did this little game made by one man nearly a quarter century ago become such a celebrated piece of software? This answer can be found in 2 core facets, the game design and the gameplay. One of the most memorable parts of RCT are its scenarios, 21 unique locations, each with their own limitations and goals. These scenarios also hide one of the keys to why Roller Coaster Tycoon is such a long-standing title, their brilliant design. Despite the game's limitations, each scenario in the original Roller Coaster Tycoon still manages to have its own unique feel, along with following a consistent difficulty curve. For example, Forest Frontiers, the very first scenario of the game, introduces the player to a flat, grassy field in the woods. There's no guests, no rides, and no sound. It's up to the player to decide when they want to start and what they want to do. And once they do begin, it's not too difficult to reach the 250 guests required to beat the scenario. Now contrast that with Ivory Towers, a scenario from much later on in the game. The park is over twice the size of Forest Frontiers, with a goal requirement of 1,000 guests. The terrain is no longer flat and empty, but hilly, with dense trees and a small pond. The park already has over 100 patrons roaming about and multiple rides. The trash cans are overflowing, and people's sick covers the paths near the roller coasters. The difference is tangible, and it is this ability to create entirely different atmospheres through the design of each scenario that elevates the game past being a simple theme park simulator to becoming a memorable experience that inspires constant creativity and ingenuity. Of course, the other crucial piece of Roller Coaster Tycoon's greatness is its There's no doubt that one of the most fondly remembered parts of Roller Coaster Tycoon is, well, the roller coasters. Though coaster building had been something tackled in the past in games like Coaster, none were able to capture the complexities of building these meticulously designed attractions while also making their creation accessible and fun before RCT. This was mainly the result of a simple grid-based piece system that, though limiting, still allowed for a good amount of creativity and realism. These roller coasters also had another element that helped to elevate the game, a rating system. The internal rating system of roller coasters in RCT, assigning numerical values to a roller coaster's excitement, intensity, and nausea, was an extra step that not only made the results of what players built feel more grounded, but also made the coaster builder more rewarding in a gameplay setting, as the statistics would impact ridership and what prices could be charged, making the feeling of getting good stats for your rides all the more satisfying. In the end, with creative yet realistic gameplay and a long list of well-designed unique scenarios, it is no wonder that Roller Coaster Tycoon is considered to be such a great game.
If you want to take a more real look into the haunted happenings of New England, you can do so by going down to the Salem, Massachusetts, not to be confused with the neighboring Salem town, New Hampshire, to experience the Salem haunted happenings.
Whoa, that sounds pretty spooky. What about the Salem haunted happenings all about?
Well, you can go through haunted houses from days of the Salem witch trials and explore museums of witchcraft and ghosts.
Whoa, I get shivers just thinking about it. Senior Joe Murphy explored the various different kinds of apples in his fax cars. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Windham High School. I'm here today with Colson Bazin, Matt Sharp. Today we're going to be trying some apples in foods and nutrition. It'll be a good one. Stay tuned. Alright, we're going to start with the Granny Smith. We all got a Granny Smith in hand. And take it. Not bad.
It's tasty.
Yeah.
I'll let you go for your rating.
I think I'm at 5.3 out of 10. Wow. I'm going to go 6.1.
I'm gonna go 5.9.
Hold right. Alright, we're back. Next up we got, what do we got? Portland apple. Let's get a bite. 3, 2, 1.
Really good apple.
That's a good apple right there. Yeah. I think I'm gonna give it a 7.8.
Wow.
7, 8.
I'm thinking 8.2.
I'm gonna go That's a 7-8.
7-8.
That's a 7-8.
Right now we got Pink Lady. Pink Lady apple. I'm liking the looks. I'm liking the looks.
I like the look of this lady. One, two before. I'm gonna rank it.
I'm gonna go 7-2, which is pretty close, but
7-2.
but,
That's low.
It's not as good.
That's low.
I don't think that's.
I'm thinking like, what's it, 5?
I might be up in the 8s.
No.
I'm gonna be up in the 8s.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 8-1.
Pink Lady, Pink Lady.
I like that.
Making a performance. Today we got Ginger Gold. We're going Ginger Gold. Let's get it.
One bite.
It's really soft. It's really, really soft.
I don't like what's going on in the mouth.
Soft, not a lot of taste, bad texture.
I think I'm giving it a solid 4-3. 4-3.
I'm gonna give it a 3-5. That's terrible.
That one's bad. All right, and we got our last apple of the day here now.
Ginger Gold really disappointed, so I'm hoping this one can come back.
Really
That one
disappointed.
sucked.
We got Gala here right now. Let's go.
I'm really thinking for this one.
I'm thinking a 7-3. 7-3 for this
I like
one.
that ranking. I'm gonna go with a 6-9. 6-9?
Yeah, I'm in and around that. That's probably gonna do 6-9 also.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go. I'll go 6-8.
Thank you for watching, everybody. This was Trying Apples with Colson Basin and Matt Sharp. We had a great time. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.
Power rankings will be posted.
Power rankings will be posted. I'll put it up on the screen.
That will bring this episode of Jag News to an end. Remember to like this video and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
If you have some other news you would like us to cover, make sure to send us an email at jagnet@windhamsd.org. For Jag News, I'm Jack Caldwell.
And I'm Bobby Evans. Have a lovely weekend, everybody.